Imagine a family drama, right? But the twist isn't like a secret affair. It's about money. Cold, hard cash demanded years later.
Yeah, it's this alleged financial storm brewing again in a pretty well-known reality TV family, not just rumors anymore.
Exactly. Today we're doing a deep dive into these whispers, now more like shouts, about Robin Brown's supposed $32,000 credit card debt.
Right. Our mission really is to piece together what we can from, insider leaks, documents, what people are saying online, even some legal
We
angles.
want to give you the clearest possible picture of this whole saga as it's unfolding. We'll unpack the original spending, the alleged cover-up.
The resentment that was clearly simmering under the surface for years, and this current push for financial accountability, it's threatening their public image, maybe even court.
We're going beyond just the headlines. We'll get into how the other wives, specifically Janelle and Christine, are reportedly saying, enough is enough, pay it back, every single dime.
And there's some surprising twists, too, right? Mary's role, which seems to be shifting. Cody trying to mediate amidst his own reported money
Oh,
troubles.
yeah. And Robin's counter-narrative, how this sort of quiet family argument has just exploded.
It's got drama, surprising details, because it's about way more than just the money, isn't it? It's trust, power dynamics, what happens when silence breaks.
Okay, let's start at the beginning then. This alleged $32,000 debt. Where did these charges supposedly come from?
Well, the story goes this first surfaced quietly a few years back. During some kind of private family financial chat, it allegedly came out that Robin had this $32,000 credit card bill.
And what was it supposedly on?
It sounds like a mix of things. Some household upgrades, kid-related costs, and this intriguing phrase, discretionary decor.
Discretionary decor. Okay.
Oh.
And here's the real kicker, right? The reports claim Robin didn't actually pay it herself.
That's the allegation, yeah. The rumor is the bill got absorbed into the main family fund, the one all the wives were still paying into at the time.
So Christine, Janelle, even Mary, they were effectively paying off a debt they hadn't agreed to.
That's what the sources suggest. And it wasn't like a one-off mistake. It apparently built up over months, maybe longer. Some wives might have only found out the full amount later on.
That's quite something.
Hmm.
So when this first came to light, what was Cody's reported role? Did he try to smooth things over?
Sources say he stepped in, kind of playing mediator, brushed it off, apparently, called it a temporary imbalance, told them, we'll sort it out later, let's just stay unified, that sort of thing.
But behind the scenes, it wasn't quite so simple.
Apparently not. The claim is Cody quietly told the family accountant to use the joint funds to cover Robin's charges. But, crucially, with no real repayment plan discussed or agreed upon.
Which kind of set the stage for this silent agreement phase.
Exactly. Insiders talk about this silent agreement to let it go, mostly for the show's sake, like they were maybe guilted into it, to avoid looking fractured on camera.
That makes a certain kind of reality TV sense, I suppose. But silence like that doesn't usually last, does it? What broke it?
Well, suspicion started growing, Christine particularly. She reportedly saw these large withdrawals from communal accounts, asked for a proper ledger.
And God.
Just a vague summary, apparently. No itemized detail. Which, of course, only made her more suspicious. That's when she supposedly started screenshotting bank statements, highlighting things, asking for monthly breakdowns.
That's a big step. Keeping receipts on your own family. The trust must have been really eroding by then.
Absolutely. And she wasn't the only one. Janelle, described as ever the numbers girl, allegedly started her own private file, tracking every shared expense she paid that never got reimbursed.
Any idea how much that added up to?
Well, one insider claims, and this is unverified, but claims it could be over $40,000 now.
Wow. And the timing of Robin's alleged spending makes it even worse, doesn't it?
That's what sources emphasize. Some of this spending was supposedly happening while Christine and Janelle were, cutting coupons, working extra jobs, trying to pay school fees, while Robyn was redecorating.
Ouch. A friend reportedly said they were struggling, Robyn wasn't.
Yeah. And that's why the silence around the debt itself is now being called the ultimate betrayal. It wasn't just about the money anymore. It was fundamentally about trust.
So when did Janelle finally decide she'd had enough? What made her officially demand the money back?
It seems like it was a cumulative thing. Death by 1,000 withdrawals, as one source put it. She reportedly went through years of bank records.
And what did she find?
Well, according to insiders, her contributions to the family pot were allegedly almost double Robyn's. And then there was supposedly some kind of text exchange where Robyn might have implied she never planned to pay it back. That seems to have been the breaking point.
Do we know what was said in that exchange?
There's an alleged snippet where Robyn said something like, "It was a household expense we all benefit from," and Janelle supposedly shot back, "Not from your throw pillows."
Oof. That says a lot. So what form did her demand take?
Friends say she actually drafted a 2-page letter. Detailed, apparently. Every cent she's owed, dates, even interest calculations. One source mentioned she used legal phrasing to make it super clear. This is a bill, not a request.
That's serious.
Mhm.
Professional, but firm.
Exactly. The tone was described as professional, not emotional. She just wants fairness, it seems.
And interestingly, she reportedly CC'd Mary on this letter. Why?
It sounds like a deliberate signal, like, you need to see this too. Remember, Mary was allegedly kept mostly in the dark initially.
Right, until it was too late to intervene, as sources put it.
But now, apparently, spurred by Janelle's letter and maybe her own business struggles with the B&B, Mary's rethinking her loyalty to Robyn.
That could be huge. Has she started looking into her own finances from that time?
Reports say yes. She allegedly went back through old records, tallied up her own contributions during those years, maybe just over $8,000 money she felt she had no say in allocating.
And as a friend pointed out, that could have kept her business afloat another season. It really highlights the potential impact of these undocumented family finances.
It does. And Mary's apparently not just looking at old statements. She's reportedly talked to a financial advisor, even discreetly called an Arizona lawyer.
Oh, about what?
Well, as one source apparently said with a smile, let's just say it wasn't about expanding the inn.
Okay,
Oh.
that's significant, especially considering Robyn apparently saw Mary as her most loyal ally.
Absolutely. The emotional impact could be massive for Robyn. A source suggested if Mary flips on her, that might hurt more than Christine and Janelle combined.
And the really shocking claim is, Mary might have already flipped.
That's the rumor, that she secretly joined Christine and Janelle, maybe even on a shared spreadsheet, tracking all the communal debts. If true, that's a major shift in alliance.
Wow. Okay, let's turn to Christine. She walked away first. What's this about her having a gold mine of proof?
Yeah, apparently she's been sitting on evidence for a while. Actual receipts, bank statements, screenshots, kept as, quote, insurance.
Like the screenshots she started taking when she got suspicious.
Exactly. Highlighting those unusual withdrawals. Luxury home goods, high-end clothing, even a payment labeled just family services balance forward, whatever that means.
And now she might actually use this proof. Sources say she's preparing to go public, maybe during her book tour.
That's the report. Not necessarily as a bitter takedown, but more as part of a message about financial independence, about fairness.
She even hinted at it recently, didn't she, at a book signing?
She did. When asked about regrets paying into the family fund, she reportedly said something like, "Let's just say I've learned my lesson and I kept the paperwork."
That's pretty direct. How's the network, TLC, supposedly reacting to all this potential public airing of dirty laundry?
Uh-oh. Yeah, producers are allegedly scrambling damage control mode, reviewing legal options tied to Christine's contract, worried about potential on-air confrontations. It's messy.
Meanwhile, while the wives are getting organized, Cody's reportedly facing his own financial issues.
It sounds like it. His Cameo income has apparently slowed down. There are reports of a missed private school payment, a deferred vehicle lease.
Plus the ongoing Coyote Pass development costs.
Over $300,000 unresolved there, reportedly. And his attempt to refinance was apparently denied. As one source put it pretty bluntly, they're not his wives anymore and he's not their problem.
So when Janelle's demand letter arrived and he heard Christine might go public, how did he react?
Panic, apparently. He reportedly called Robyn for an emergency money meeting, wanted to see if she could, quietly pay back at least some of that $32,000.
In Robyn's response?
Allegedly, she pushed back, still maintaining the spending was family-based, and she reportedly told Cody that paying it back now would look like an admission of guilt.
Which seems to be her biggest concern, the public perception.
It appears so. Then Cody apparently came back with another idea. A written proposal for all the wives to formally waive any past financial claims in exchange for final separation terms, including mutual silence.
How did that go down?
Not well. Janelle reportedly just laughed. Christine apparently called it a bribe with fancy font.
So Cody's plan failed. What about Robyn's next move? There's talk of a PR effort.
Yeah, an alleged plan for an emotional PR makeover. The centerpiece seems to be a carefully crafted charity stunt, a $10,000 personal donation to a children's education fund.
How's that being received?
Critically, people are calling it a diversion tactic, pointing out that $10,000 is less than a third of the alleged $32,000 debt.
Christine reportedly had strong words about it.
She apparently vented something like she's trying to clean her conscience on camera while still pretending we were never her creditors. And Janelle just texted Mary. Unreal.
And you know, the internet never forgets. What's the fan reaction been like?
Oh, immediate backlash. As soon as word of the charity plan leaked, social media just exploded. Hashtags like hashtag Robyn refund now, hashtag receipts please, hashtag justice for Janelle, they were trending fast.
Tens of thousands of posts, he said.
Yeah, over 30,000 apparently, just tearing into what they see as an attempt to spin the narrative. For longtime viewers, it's really about the pattern, not just this one sum of money.
They're connecting it to past struggle.
Exactly. Contrasting Robyn's alleged spending with, say, Janelle living in an RV, there's also been a surprising amount of support for Mary suddenly.
And that rumor about unreleased footage.
Right. A verified fan account claimed to have access to season 17 footage where Robyn and Cody supposedly discuss hiding the true cost of her spending, if that exists.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, beyond the online drama, things are getting serious legally too, right?
Yeah.
Lawyers are involved.
That's the quieter but maybe more significant shift.
Yes.
Sources say conversations with lawyers are happening privately, strategically.
What legal grounds are they exploring?
The concept of unjust enrichment has reportedly come up. Basically, one person unfairly benefiting at another's expense. And apparently, Arizona courts sometimes do side with plaintiffs in these informal family disputes if there's good documentation.
Which Christine and Janelle seem to have.
They certainly seem to believe so. There's talk of a potential paper trail, communal funds, maybe verbal promises made years ago.
What would a lawsuit mean for Robyn in terms of disclosure, the discovery process?
That could be the real nightmare for her. Discovery could potentially force her to reveal her entire spending history from that period, including a detailed breakdown of that $32,000 bill.
And if that becomes public record?
A source close to production basically said, if that ever sees daylight, it could reshape how fans see Robyn forever.
Which puts TLC in a tricky spot too. Film it or ignore it. Both options have risks.
Definitely. It's a huge dilemma for the network.
So it feels like we're heading towards some kind of confrontation, a financial transparency summit.
That's the term being used, yeah. Christine and Janelle have allegedly agreed to meet, maybe at Mary's B&B, maybe filmed, but with a key condition: no ambushes.
It's not about surprises, it's about the paperwork.
Precisely. It's about receipts. Robyn is reportedly strategizing with Cody, trying to figure out if showing up on camera is worth the risk. But not showing up could also be damning.
Absence speaking louder than words. And Mary. She's still the wild card.
Completely. Will she try to mediate? Or will she finally, throw a curveball, maybe name the exact amounts she feels she lost, drop that loyal one label for good? It's unpredictable.
What are the wives supposedly bringing to this summit?
Christine, reportedly, her small manila folder, spreadsheets, emails, those annotated bank statements. Janelle, her original demand letter, now potentially with interest added.
So the atmosphere is expected to be tense?
Sources say not sisterly, it's surgical, precise, long overdue. It's about principle, not just pettiness. It's about much more than just the $32,000. It's about all the alleged sacrifices, the stress, the years of silence, and this dawning realization that maybe the favoritism everyone sensed was actually financial exploitation disguised as family unity.
So thinking about this whole deep dive, what does this really tell us about the hidden costs when family unity breaks down, especially under the glare of cameras? And what happens when those private debts go public?
It really makes you think, doesn't it? We invite you, listening, to consider. What would you do in a situation like this? What stands out most to you in this complex story of alleged debt, betrayal, and the fight for accountability?